What's going on, Bigfoot World? Let's let this kick in first. Thing always wants to act up. But all right, let's get it going. What's going on, Bigfoot World? First things first, can you hear me, see me? I'm having a lot of issues with this damn computer. Between the computer and the internet, it's all bad, guys. But give me thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me, see me. We'll get it started. All right, real Clough. Good to see you on here. Good to get the text message, the heads up. That's what's up. But what's going on, Bigfoot World? Another Friday night live. Where to begin? A lot going on. I see everybody's getting in here. Give everybody a minute. I see last week, man, they wasn't giving out the notifications that I was going live. That's what happened where everybody wasn't on here. Thanks, Dorothy. Brian, everybody on here. Frogman, Ruth. That's what's up. Bigfoot World. Guys, I've been tied up, locked in this damn house. I'm going crazy, just like the world, just like the United States. Everybody's going through it. But we're getting through this shit. We're getting through this shit. Slowly, but we're getting through it. Yeah, right. So Kyle Forest, it really is. But what's going on, Mom? Where we going to start at today? We got a few things to talk about other than this shit that's going on. Although we probably will talk about it before the night's out there. But everything working good. Everybody can hear me, see me. We'll get her going. We're getting up there. Everybody's coming in. All the way from the UK. That's what's up, Tony. Staying up late to watch us. That's all right. We're going to have some fun today, guys. That's what it's about, having fun. Gas, electric, and water, right, Kim? Tell them how it is. All right, old man, thanks. At least somebody let me know. Kathy, man, that's what we can start it off with. Last week ended with my gram. My gram had to go to the hospital, and I didn't get a chance to give you guys an update on that. We'll get started on that. Yeah, mandatory mask outside. I don't even got no damn mask. That shit's crazy. But yeah, last Friday, my mom notified me on here that they's taking my grandma to the EMS, or by EMS to the hospital, that she couldn't breathe. So I ended the live stream and found out what was going on. And turns out she was building, her lungs was filling up. As you guys already know, she on hospice and everything, and her lungs was filling up with fluid, and she was starting to drown in her fluid. The EMS came to pick her up, took her to the Uniontown Hospital, and the Uniontown Hospital sent her back home. Blew my mind. It's crazy as this world, guys. This world is nuts. But they didn't even do any. It's just take her back home. We don't want to give her the chance of getting the corona or vice versa. So they sent her back home. So, but she's doing better on her own, pretty much. I mean, she can't lay in bed, or she'll drown in her fluid. She pretty much sleeping day and night in her chair. But for the most part, she all right. She's getting it. She's hanging on. That's the best thing. You sell 3 masks, Kim. Shit, I ain't selling shit. I got enough on my plate than to sell. I ain't selling nothing. But I ain't worried. I mean, we'll get to that, guys. We'll talk about that Corona shit going on before, once you start talking about it, they start messing up your live stream. So we'll talk about that a little bit toward the end. See what's going on with it. Give me a PO box and you'll send me a few. All right, that's cool. Karen, hit me up on, damn. That's gonna be a killer there, because my PO box was through my gram, and she's the one that used to check the mail. and shit's been hard with that. She can't leave the house, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get up there to check the mail and get around, and that's hard to do when we're on lockdown. Now there's talk that they want to put her into a home because there really ain't too many people in the family that are able to take care of her and shit. But we're trying to pull some strings and see what we can do to keep her home. So we'll see what's happening with that. All right, and on the next step, guys, I've been dreaming about that new wallow that I found. I want to get up there. I definitely want to get up there. Thanks, Real Clef. I want to see if they took that Mountain Dew. I want to, yeah, from the ambulance. They wouldn't even take her in. That's crazy. But I'm done talking about that. The P.O. Box key. I hear you, Karen. Yeah, Cookie's good. Cookie's great. We're both hanging in there for the most part. It's just this lockdown shit is driving me crazy. I see all the YouTubers on here just stuck in the house. Every video, they're in a different corner of the house going crazy. I'm not the only one. So I guess it's natural, it's normal to be feeling this crazy. I just want to get the hell out. And it seemed like before this lockdown, it was cool. I was already staying at home anyways. I go to work, come home, hang out, or hit the woods. Now that we can't go, it's like, damn. It sucks when you ain't allowed to do something. It's like your mom telling you don't do it, but you want to do it anyways. But that's what I've been thinking about. What am I hurting in the woods besides myself? But at the same time, I understand that this shit ain't no joke, and I don't want to take no chances. But I definitely want to get to the woods. Though this year it's got to end. They got to get this shit cleaned up so we can get back to our lives and get shit done. The whole world is messed up right now. Lockdown, New Jersey. I know. Gee, man, I live on a main road right now. 119 is like a main highway, a main vein going through here, and I've never seen to where there's like a car every couple minutes. 24 hours a day is steady traffic up and down, up and down, up and down. But there ain't nobody out there moving. Nobody. Yeah, Karen, that's Mount Braddock, PA. That's what I mean. That's another thing. I asked the same question, Kathy. What do you do when you run out of supplies and food? I know two kids already that got fined $500 each for being out there in front of the store, hanging out. They're not playing with it, but at the same time, damn, how them kids gonna pay that $500 for being out? It's shit's crazy. Everything's shut in here in Arizona. That's hey, Lizzie, do whatever you got to do to occupy the time, man. Yeah, for being outside, don't be out there. But the only good thing about that is I'm exempt from it from my job, but that's just to go to my job and back home. That's not saying that I could use that card to go to the store and shit. They pull me over on my way to the store. Am I getting a fine? I ain't got time for that. I'm shit. Thanks, Lizzie. Hey, I feel better. I feel a lot better. It's just I'm stuck in this house and I can't get the hell out. I have a pocket for the nose wire and you can take it out when you wash them. That's cool. That's cool, Karen. Yeah, we're gonna get through this. I mean, we are human. That's what we're known for, surviving. We're definitely gonna get through this, even though none of us seen no shit like this, and a lot of it. There's a lot of uncertainty there. Definitely uncertainty with the whole situation. So there's a lot of unanswered questions about the whole situation that I don't understand. But that's the thing that I'm not going to get into. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying with it. I mean, there's videos and memes going around just right pay forward. That's the lines I was getting at without getting at it. But there's some dumb shit going on. Just be aware, be safe, be stocked up, and not just shit paper, guys. We need more in life than toilet paper. What if the weird thing is that it's one big thing to where everybody ran out and bought the toilet paper and the coronavirus is in the shit paper, affected into the shit paper. Yeah, everyone just got affected for no damn reason. I mean, but that's fear mongering. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't going to fear monger. I don't know what's going on really. Like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty out there. We just got to pay attention, be ready for whatever, the good and the bad, and take it as it comes. That's all we can do. Be safe. Be safe. There goes Siri, listening in. Not right now, Siri. Ain't nobody said her name. But that you're right, Karen. That whole toilet paper situation from the jump, before the even coronavirus got out, everybody ran out, started wiping the toilet paper out. Why? What was what about the beans, the rice, the foods that last long time? I mean, you ain't stock up on none of that shit. You just got toilet paper and ran with it. That didn't. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Karen? Did you guys see that video that about Alexa? They asked Alexa, did the government release um the coronavirus? She told everything. But the dude that did that and tried to put it up, he tried to put it on YouTube, he tried to put it on Facebook. They won't let him. They keep blocking it down. So he's sending it to everybody on Messenger. If I'm sure by now somebody sends you at least a video of the video or the video. Somebody Ian's heard that shit by now. She told it all. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. Something about a simulation back in 2019, and then they released it, and it got out of hand. Now they can't control it. It's like crazy. It's crazy. And then the price gouging on top of all this bullshit. $4 something for one roll of toilet paper. You need drug out to the street and rock the death. Man, every place I see it like that, I've been cussing them out. And I'm not one for. I'm usually a laid back individual, but before I pay $5 for a roll of toilet paper, hey, I might catch a charge with that shit. I feel insulted on that. They're taking advantage, and they shouldn't be doing that shit. That's unreal. I couldn't believe it. I went off on this dude. Yeah, just day before yesterday. I mean, the tension was already high. I was already stressed out with the shit going on, and I'm running in a hurry on my way through the gas station, and he's telling me that much for a roll of toilet paper. Dude, you're smoking some fucking crazy shit. I just walked out, man. I just left shit later. I walked out. I didn't need it that bad. Shit. No way. I'll go through all my socks, coffee filters, bounty sheets before I pay that much for a roll of toilet paper. I ain't doing it. I refuse to do that shit. It's not gonna happen and not in this lifetime. But on a good thing, you're right, Mom. I paid, what was it? Like it was like day before yesterday or one of these last couple of days, man. I paid a $1.75 a gallon in Florida. Shit, that's what I was surprised. I paid $1.99 for a gallon of gas. I'm used to paying $2.89, $2.99, $1.99 for a gallon of gas. Is this like the government's way to say, I'm sorry, here, take some gas. Here, I'm bringing you a stimulus package. We kind of messed up in the backwoods. We get it straightened out, but in the meantime, take some gas on the cheap, and here's a little bit of money. Don't worry about it. We got this. I mean, what's going on here? I don't understand what's really going on. Damn. I need to turn my volume down a little bit on this shit. I don't understand it, but like I've been like everybody else, taking it day by day, staying home. Jay, I've been staying home, man. Other than going to work, coming home, or stopping at the store, that's all we can do. I've been wanting to go to the damn woods bad. I mean, man, you have no idea. I dream about these woods. I wake up talking about what I'm going to do when I get to the woods. These people don't even come around to visit no more because they tired of hearing me. I'm single now, guys, over these damn woods, talking about these woods. She wasn't about that wood life. When she said that, I said, hey, then you ain't about it with me, because that's my life. The woods are my life. And you can't set the woods. You pretty much can't set me. You pretty much ended our relationship before it got started. So we decided to just say, before we got too further into the relationship, let's just call this shit quits. We gonna end this shit before we get started. So, guys, I'm single again. I'm actually happy about this shit for a change. I ain't even gonna talk down on her and none of that shit. She all right person, just not my cup of tea. Not you know what I mean? She's just not me. So I gotta go find someone that's a little bit more woodsy, because she ain't about that wood life. I need one. That's what I mean, Kim. I feel you on that. There's a lot of people got mad at me when I brought her into the picture, but it ain't about everybody else. It's about me at that point. And at, as I went on, I had to learn the hard way. She said, I said, come on, let's sneak out to the woods. They're right there. All we got to do is go across the parking lot. We're in the woods. We can't get caught. Shoot some videos. She said, I don't even like the woods. I'm not going to get caught in the woods and something I don't even like. I said, oh, you said some bad words right there. You know what? It's kind of late today, but in the morning, I'll help you gather some shit up. Figure out where you want me to drop you off at. This game's over. We ain't gonna make it another day if you don't like the woods. We ain't doing this. So I'm free, guys. Free again. That lasted what? 3 weeks. That's cool though. That's all right. At least I, you know what I mean. I learned quick. And I'm too old to be playing games. If you don't like what I like, then if we don't like what each other likes, let me put it that way. You guys to go. I ain't got time for it. Shit, keep it moving. Don't even hit my messenger up. We ain't talking about it. In Bigfoot World, Patty, I want to get out there so bad, man, but we're on lockdown. We get $500 fine to get out there and go to the woods. Shit, I need 160 to get out of my shit that I'm in. I ain't going out there and pay them $500 to go to the woods. But I'm thinking about it, guys, on some nice shit. Jack Willis, right? You're right, man. I can't argue with that one, my man. Mr. Willis. Good to see you on here. The girl that I was with, in the beginning, she talking about we can get this together. I'll go out there Bigfooting with you, this and that, sell me a dream. And then 2 weeks later, let's go out to the woods. Let's hit them. I don't even like the. It's like, who are you? Oh, nah, I ain't gonna do that, guys. I ain't gonna do that. It's funny though. It's a funny ass story. Damn, I'm gonna do it to myself. Nah, I'm not going to, guys. I can't. I'm not that type of person. I wouldn't want to do it to me. I'm not going to do it to her. But there's some funny shit that happened after she left, after the fact, after she gone and shit. It was just funny how the shit went. I am going to F it. I mean, she lied to me in the beginning, and I figured it out. It's over with. I'm single now. But after she left, guys, I'm going through my house, right, and seeing if anything missing, anything going or anything. Which she didn't. She didn't take nothing. Nothing that didn't belong to her. I was looking at my medicine cabinet, and she left her medication up there. 2 big bottles of medication. It's like, damn, what is she on? Did she mess around? Give me something? So I'm getting on Siri. Hey, Siri, what is white oblong? These numbers on it? I was giving her a rundown, and she brought the page up, these images up and shit. I clicked on it. It's talking about medication for split personalities and shit. I said, oh, how do I keep finding them? I found another Deb and shit. I didn't even know it. It's like, hey man, guess God told me that go with your gut. Now get it going. Get it going. I'm glad it's going. I feel better. I'm happy. I couldn't believe it. She on some psych meds and shit. I always find some crazy ones. That's like the third crazy one I found in the last couple of months. I'm about to throw in the towel with these nuts. I'm gonna need a resume and shit. If you've been in a mental institution or you're taking medication for some crazy shit, make sure that shit's on. It's gonna be on there. It's definitely gonna be on there because it's all bad nowadays. These girls are crazy. I swear they'll cut you. And that's another. That's all she talking about. Cutting somebody. Cutting somebody. She want to cuss. All right. Well, I'm not. I'm not a violent person. What do you want me to tell you? But it just ended that fast. We over. We ended like 2 days ago, and it's like so much been lifted off of me. I've been happy about this shit. Cause in the beginning, I ain't gonna lie, I knew I was like, damn, I fucked up. I just moved this chick in here overnight. She got to run in the place. I'm cooking seven days a week. I go to work, come home, cook, clean. I'm like, is she gonna get up and clean something? After I said I ain't gonna bash her, but it just went bad from the beginning. I just ain't used to living with people, I guess. And if you just come and lay around and ain't gonna do shit, you guys are good. There's just a whole pile of shit she was adding on to it. And then her not wanting to go to the woods, that just killed it all. I was like, you know what? You guys to go. You guys to head south. I'll give you a ride where you want to go. Just let me know. But it's gonna end today. It's gonna end today, and it did. It did. But that's enough about my crazy ass man, and I do mean crazy ass relationships. What else? I had a list, but as I was messing with this YouTube, was jacking around with me, I lost my list. And I didn't have time to go running around in the kitchen looking for my list and coming back and sitting down. I'm already like 10 minutes late. So we going to wing it tonight, guys. I'm going straight. I ain't got no notes or nothing. You are just like I used to be. I call it walking around with the big. Yeah. Right, Kathy. You're right about that. Yes, I definitely do, Patty. Them squirrels are always around, man, and they definitely want that nut. I just can't shake them. I just can't shake them. I will one of these days. You know what? It only takes one good one, man. That's all. It's just one good one. I'll take 100 bad ones, get rid of them just for that one good one. Then once I find that one good one, I'll fall back and rest my neck. Until then, I'm gonna keep hitting the woods. I want to go back to that Wallow. I want to see if he took that Mountain Dew. I want to just sneak up on the other side of him, on a different angle of him, to where I'm coming in from the top, along the top of it, instead of coming up from the bottom. When I found it, I came up from the bottom where he can watch me coming the whole way up. And then he backed off like he did. He just stood up and went back up in. When I sat in his spot, and I know he was sitting there, I could hear him creeping around in the back behind me. So as soon as I turned around and looked back there, I seen that tree fall over, that log with all the limbs broke off of it. It bounced onto the ground. So I just sat there. I didn't even move. I didn't even play like I even noticed it. I think I turned the camera on and started talking to the camera and telling the camera that this tree back here just fell down. I don't know if it got tossed or if it just fell over, because when I looked back, it was already like a foot from the ground, bouncing off the ground. It was already in action whenever I look back. Right, Karen, you're right about that. When you stop looking, she'll show up. I pretty much did. I haven't been looking. They just pop up and I take it as it comes. I pretty much been focusing on me making sure these bills are paid, making sure I'm up for work. I'm pretty much doing me. If it comes, it comes. But like I said, I'm done talking about the relationships. These crazy ass nuts. What happened to Sheila, please, Deborah? I haven't talked to Sheila since the last time we did Sheila's World. It's been a while since we had that little altercation. But I am going to reach out to her and see what's going on. I definitely would like to see her. I'd like to talk to her, see how she's doing. But it's going to be hard because that was kind of my uncle's friend, and me and my uncle fell out. But it's a long jacked up circle on that one. But hopefully things work out and I can get to her and talk to her and see what's going on with her, see how she's doing. She is a good individual. Hopefully she's watching right now. She used to watch, but since we fell out, I don't know if she watching or what. Well, it wasn't really an altercation. She came into the pizza shop, Karen, that I was in, and she's you see the personality that she has. She's hands on. She was a bar bouncer for 20 some years, and she's hands on with everything, and she's touchy feely. Well, she likes to joke around a lot. She'll punch you in the gut without unexpectedly. I'm sitting in a pizza shop having a bad day, and she comes running in. No excuses. I know it ain't no excuses, but she came in. She slapped me in the face. I don't know if it's she playing or she in a bad mood or what it was, but I threw the pen down. I said, give the pad to my sister. I said, take this order. And I walked to the back and like, I don't got to deal with this shit right now. I didn't say nothing to her. I didn't disrespect her. I just turned around and walked to the back, give the pad to my sister, take this order. And walked away and left. And then she didn't even order nothing. She just turned around and left too. So that's pretty much was the altercation. We had an altercation without even knowing why or what or what's up. It was just weird, but that's just how Sheila is, and I kind of took it the wrong way. She's very hands on. She will knock the shit out you. Hey, I don't even think she realized she's doing it until after she does it. You're sitting there 20 minutes trying to get your wind back, and she's just trying to say hi. She come up, get you in the gut, give you a gut shot. It's like, damn. And your girlfriend standing in front of you, you're holding your breath, trying to be cool with it, but everybody's seeing that you're having a hard time breathing. Sheila was a good. I love Sheila. She's a great woman. She really is. You didn't. If you seen most of you guys on seen it on Jeff's channel, the Powerful Duo, when they was out there shooting the AR-15s and shit. She was letting them loose. Like she was out there just mowing the woods down. She was letting it loose. She ate up some ammo that day. Sheila was funny. Sheila going wild. But that's on Jeff's channel. If most of you guys didn't get the full effect of Sheila's World, because when we did it that night, the footage that Jeff got we split up a lot. Me and Kyle went to the river and had experiences at the same time. Jeff and Can's back at camp and shit's going on there, and them trying to come down and find us. Like there's two stories that you gotta go to Powerful Duo, check out his side of the story, and then at the same time watch my side of the story, and you'll see how they both come together, and it makes one great ass night. It was a crazy ass night. If you see both sides of that story, oh my, that's like wow. Sheila's World is something else. Them guys don't leave, they don't back down, they don't push off, they'll stand there and they'll hang out with you. They'll holler back at it. When Sheila hollers at them, they answer her like 98% of the time. They got something to say back to her when she says something. I mean that place is amazing. I wish once we get to 30,000, no matter what, me and Kyle's going out there where that Bigfoot tried to sink our boat with me and Kyle in it. We're going up there and tie off and spend the night on a boat right there where that shit happened at. I can't wait for that night. That's going to be a hell of a night. I don't care if it's in the wintertime, spring, summer. I'll dress for that shit. We're going out there on that creek and sit there all night long. How's me and Fred doing? Fred, he might show up tonight. He's supposed to be there tonight. I was supposed to go get him tonight, pick him up, but with this lockdown going on and it being late in the afternoon, I didn't want to chance it because the other day I went to grab him up and went through a checkpoint shit. I almost went to a checkpoint. As I was going around the corner into the checkpoint, they was pulling out, coming at me, coming. It was just ending. It was like, damn, saved by the time. I came through at the right time. 30,000 you're going backwards. 30,000 I'm going back to see this world on where that rock came out and try to sink the boat. We're going to spend the night there. You guys know this already. Fred's crazy as shit when he's out there. That's another thing. He might show up around 8 or 9 tonight. If not, I'm going in the morning and pick him up. And me and him going to sneak out and do a night video. Try to get a couple day videos. We might mess around and stay out there all night. But nonetheless, we're going to sneak out there and shoot a video, guys. I'm going stir crazy. I'm going to go crazy if I don't get out this damn house for a couple hours. So I'm going to just wait till later in the night and me and Fred go and sneak out and dip into the woods for a couple hours and do our thing. Fred's on here. Fred in the hole. But we got some shit going on for this weekend. So at least we'll have something coming up for you guys. And I just got to get out there. For one, I want to see if they took that sucker and the Mountain Dew out of there where I said it. I know it's gone. Whether he drank it or whatever, he probably threw it down over the hill, but it's going to be crazy. Yeah, they make a new account to talk. Wonder why. I was wondering why I didn't say Ferret in the hole. What's Fred's last name? You gotta ask Fred that. I don't give out people's personal IDs and shit just like that. That's just not me. I call him Ferret. That's what y'all can call him, Ferret in the hole. I don't know nothing else. Ferret or Fred. Click his 3 dots, it'll tell you. Hey, Real Clef, you're a snitch. I know, right? I was laughing at it. That's what I was laughing about. It said right there. And then finally, Real Clef Mama said, just look at his name, it'll tell you. But he's still up there asking, what's Fred's last name? I said, I can't tell you, man. That's funny, though. That's funny. Right, Real Clef, you're right about that. You're definitely right. Everything you ever want to know, mainly on Facebook, man. You click on your face on Facebook, it got your phone number, your damn address. It give you directions if you need them. It's like, damn, Facebook, you gonna give me up any other way? It's crazy. But hey, this internet every day, I don't know if this internet's getting smarter, if it's getting stupider. It's just, what the F? Shit's getting crazy, man. The more smarter it gets, the better shit gets. It seems like the worse it works, if that makes sense. It's like it'll have 10 new different features, but half of them features don't even freaking work. And you just paid $3,000 more paying for it, right? That's what I say too. I take it you didn't get it. Did somebody mention about it? Because it's done over with. That book could kiss my ass. Fuck that book. You're right about that shit. Man. But man, Facebook is nuts. It really is. They've been telling on me on the regular. Sorry, guys. Weed brownies, you got some? Oh, shit. I got a story, but I can't tell you without getting myself in trouble. Because I got a couple of co-workers that work with me. But there's a situation that happened. I'm going to tell you like this, right? Check this out. It's kind of corny, but listen. I just heard about this story. Yeah, pay for this story, right? That happened at this place, certain place, to where this one individual was working. We was loading trucks, right? And this one individual came to the other individual and had these gummies, these man pure THC gummies, like 98% proof. I mean, pure THC, and he brought him in. This one individual brought him into this other individual. Well, the other two individuals, there was a male and a female at work, and they was loading trucks up, right? No, this ain't fake news. This is a real story, but you gotta follow along in between the lines, Karen. If you didn't catch my drift up there a little bit, but he brought these gummies in to this girl, and I'm like in the background. What is this? Why is he just giving them to her? So I asked him about it and shit. What's going on with that? Like, I like gummies. I like candy. And he gave her two. He said, "Here, try these gummies." Give me two, and he took two. Like 45 minutes into it, I'm well, first 5-10 minutes was like, this ain't shit. Like, this ain't nothing. I mean, I thought it was gonna get me high my ass. He's talking about don't pass out, don't fall out. What are you talking about? But about 45 minutes, it's like, oh shit. I'm standing inside the truck holding the package, not knowing where the F is going. I'm like dumbfounded, looking at this package, like, where do I set this shit? Where do I put this? And like, why did I do this? I was so stuck for like 5 minutes with one package. All my packages going down the line, falling off the line. I'm standing there holding one package. Like, what? I was so done, so lost. I swear I'll never eat no gummy bears again. F that candy, F the edibles. That shit is not. That shit is not good, especially at work. Why is people calling me on my live stream? But definitely not at work. Don't ever try that shit at work. And the girl was even worse. Oh my god! And the boss came down. It like every morning around 6 o'clock, right? The boss come down the line just to check, see how everything is, how everything's good, make sure the line's running smooth and shit. Well, this chick is sitting inside on the back of the truck, just sitting there, right? Just sitting there, sweat rolling off of her, and the packages is going down the belt. She's supposed to be taking them off the belt and loading like 4 or 5 different trucks up with these packages. And she's sitting on the back of the truck, just watching these boxes go down the line, and the box is coming down. Me and this other dude just hurry up trying to get on side, play it like we ain't high. I mean, we just how she is, but man, it was bad. Don't ever do that shit at work. You shouldn't do it, period. But at least don't do that shit at work. That shit's all wrong. I can't believe this. And it's a female. Go believe that. Go for that. A female that I'm not. I even text. I said I'm on live. That would say, don't text me, don't call me. You know what I gotta do? I gotta shut my phone off. That's the second time I said I'm on live. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. That's just no respect. That's no respect. You tell somebody, hey, I got them on live stream. Stop this shit. And now it won't even, man. That shit won't even go on vibrate. Don't ever go back to the exes either, guys. That's a mistake waiting to happen. Oh shit! I thought I hit Cookie with my phone. I already told everybody, Geneva. She's hanging on. My grand's doing good. Yo, nah, I don't do that shit. Tell a story about the one-legged board pickup. I can't do that, Kimberly. That was bad. I've been that seemed like shit, man. I had a lot of I had a lot of messed up altercations when it comes to females, and that's just one story that I'll probably never ever get to live down because all my friends was at that party when that shit happened, and they knew what was going on. They knew what she looked like, and they shouldn't have. They should have told me. I can't tell that one though, Kimberly. That's a bad one, right, Lizzie? Did you ever go to the where Red Door House? No, I wanted to. I want to this coming up this spring, but with everything going on, it's going to push into like July, August. I'm definitely going to check them Red Doors out. Jeff. Okay, Kimberly, what's up? Tell my story about the one-legged bar pickup. You ends up killing me with that story. Cookie's crazy. Cookie news. Oh yeah, that I ain't gonna get back. That's back dragging. I ain't going back to that. But Cookie knew about that chick. She told me to get rid of her. Every time I lay in bed with the girl, Cookie would come up from the bottom in between us and lay there. She didn't want us touching, and she didn't really do that with girls, but she did with that one. She didn't want me around her for some reason. It's like ain't nothing happening. It's like when the kids. She remind me of the kids because it seemed like raising all my kids. It seemed like when you wanted to go get some, and the kids knew when you wanted some. No matter what you did, they usually be in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock, latest at 11. Tell me when you're in the mood to go do something, them kids are up 12, 1, 2 o'clock. It's like they know. They know. It's like they sense it. They got that intuition. Like dad wants to get some ass, and it's not happening on my watch. And they're just sending each other in. They're not going, hey, dad, she hitting me, and then they take turns back and forth. It's like, I don't even want it no more. Go ahead. That's just a reminder why we shouldn't be doing this shit. The good thing about the one-legged girl, she can never kick you in the balls. You're right about that, Brian. But kids definitely know, man. And Cookie's the same way. Cookie knew. It's like when I'm about to go make a move, Cookie blocked it. She blocked that shit off. She started pulling on my leg, biting on me, or she'll climb up in between us, getting it. Cookie knew. She knows what's up, and she definitely blocked the shit out of it. But she knew, and that I'm glad she knew. She helped me out in the long run. It pissed me off at the time, and now that I'm looking back on it, Cookie just looking out for my own safety. My own safety. Kim, you're trying to get me, and I'm trying to let that one go. It was all bad. That was a bad situation. Just like the he-she situation, the chick with a thing that passed me in front of the pizza shop. I told you guys there's some crazy altercations that happened in my life. It's just it's crazy. Yeah, you're right, Annette, about that. She knows. She knows. She's way smarter than me. You heard dogs can smell right from wrong. I think they're just smarter than humans altogether. They just know they're more adapted to all their senses, and we're just so far with our head up our ass. We probably are in touch with our senses too. We just over time learn to overlook the shit and do it anyways. But it's good to see we got like 107 watching, 62 thumbs up, and we got that one hater. That's what's up. I love my haters. They keep me on my feet. It lets me know that he's still following me F around. My man Wood Burger. I hear you. I hear you. Mike, he definitely does in a lot of ways. They both do. They're me. Jeff and Mike is me all the way inside and out. Mike is like, how do I, best way to explain it? Mike has took the side of me like my crazy shit. He took my crazy side pretty much. He's all about into the football, into the woods. He ain't scared of nothing. He'll knock your head off right off your shoulders without thinking twice. Mike's strong. He was born strong. He took that side of me. I mean, he's strong inside and out. And I ain't just saying that. Mike is man, unbelievably strong, unbelievably. And Jeff, he more or less he took my looks, but at the same time, Jeff, he took like the slick slide. He's slick with the words. He's clever. He took the clever side of me, pretty much. He's good with the words when it comes to the girls, pretty much. He know what to say to them. He's a good guy. Jeff's a good guy. I raised two good kids, 100%. Them Jeff and Mike are hands down. I can't be prouder of them. I mean, look at them on his videos. They talk about what they want to do with dad, and everybody else they were worrying about every. You know what I mean? We got a good relationship. Hopefully it stays that way, and I'm glad on how they turned out. I raised them pretty good. Kim's still on that story. You're still trying to get me to tell it. Them falls look beautiful. Them falls definitely do. And they're funny. Jeff and Mike are definitely funny. When them two together, their chemistry, you'll never find another chemistry like that at all. Them two together is you never know what they're gonna say. You'll never, like the one time when me, Mike, and Mike's girlfriend Chrissy was walking through the forest. We was walking up the Bigfoot land, just heading up in there. I wasn't even filming. Yeah, I was filming up in there. I just started filming. And on the ground, there was some debris laying, and it looked like a hose to a there's a pressure washer and a hose laying on the ground. And as we was walking by, Mike picked up that pressure washer and started acting like he was spraying his girlfriend. He said, I gotta spray my hose. And it just like caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it at all. It just came out left field with it, just started spraying it down. It was just a funny moment. They come up with some funny shit. Like the video I had with Mike on the ice for about 10 minutes. He's trying to get off that ice. He's fighting that ice for a good 10 minutes trying to get off on it. All he had to do was shimmy off of it, but he kept trying to stand up and walk off of it. And he would do a split, fall on his back. Are you gonna help me? Cussing me out, shit. I couldn't help but laugh. I couldn't even help him. I was laughing so hard. Mike's 18. Jeff's like what, 21, 22? No, hell no. Jeff ain't even that old. Jeff's only shit. He's a year older than Mike, so he's 19. Jeff's 19, Mike's 18. I think about that shit. I'm throwing out numbers like, damn. Was the one leg girl Eileen over Miller? Nah, Brian, you ain't gonna get me fall for that one. You ain't gonna get me fall for that one. But it was a bad night. I was drinking too much. I was drinking shit I knew nothing about, hanging with some friends, drinking what the hell, Cosmicazes. Don't ever drink the Cosmicazes. They taste so good. Crushed ice, it's like cold lemonade, but it's got like 12 different liquors in that shit. It's not a good mixture to be sitting there drinking. And it seemed so weak, and you just drink a whole pitcher to yourself. And these guys kept ordering pitchers and pitchers, waiting on the party started at 9 o'clock, and we're at the bar like 6, waiting until 9 till the party started. And before 9 o'clock, guys, I was 3 sheets to the wind. I was gone. And this girl saying, I'm telling the damn story because they're making me tell the story. This girl on a couple bars, like down on the other side of the bar, kept staring at me, and I'm telling my friend, this chick wants me, man. She keep looking at me and shit, like waving and shit. She putting a hole through, staring a hole through me. I said, she definitely wants me. So I said, I'm going down and talk to her. I end up going down there. She looked good. Listen, guys, that night she looked good. She looked good as shit. She had, I even remember what she had on. She had a tight black Playboy bunny, like the one piece on top, and with black Daisy Duke shorts on. She looked really good. She had teeth that night, right? She looked perfect. She even had a gap in between her teeth. She had one of them necklaces on that's tight fitting around her neck. She was sexy. I remember it to the T. And I'm telling you this for a reason, right? All right, I'm talking to her. We're sitting at the bar, and they keep bringing me these damn Cosmicazis, filling my glass up with the picture they're walking around with. And I'm tore up, and the shit's kicking in real fast. So I'm getting loose with my words. I'm like, hey, man, there's a party at 9 o'clock. You want to head out with me and my friends? We go down here, and whatever happens, happens. They got kegs and shit. Ride with us. So she was cool with it. She ended up leaving with us. I even made my friends jumping back, right, and put this girl up in front with me in my car. I'm driving drunk, which I shouldn't be doing. I don't even know how I drove to the damn party when I shouldn't have been driving to begin with. But when we get to the party, I remember going to the party. I remember at the keg, leaning on the keg, fill my glass up, and she was leaning on me, right? Like I'm guarding this chick from anybody else taking her. They're laughing at me in the corners and shit. I hear everybody laughing. I didn't know it was at me until the next morning, but these dudes are all laughing, cracking up. I'm the joke of the night. They know this chick. I just met her. I don't know her. So let's fast forward a little bit. I wake up the next morning, right? Didn't know where I was. I guess my friend told me that I could take her to his house and he was going to stay there at the party all night. Just go ahead and take her to his house, I guess. So I fast forward, I wake up, right? Let me fire this cigarette up. I wake up and the first thing I see is this dresser over here. There's like this weave on the corner, laying over here on the corner over here. I see a weave. I'm like, where am I? I'm feeling still fucked up. I'm feeling still half drunk. Like, what happened? And as I'm trying to get my wits about me, I hear behind me, "Good morning." Oh my God. I roll over. Say, oh, what I see. Let me tell you what I seen. I seen this girl, right? I think, but she had one hair, like maybe 3 hairs on top of her head, right? That's why she wore the wig. She had hair that night, the night before, but she had about 3 hairs on her head. I'm starting from the top, right? Working my way down. She had 3 hairs on her head. Chick had one tooth, smiling, breath smelled like God. All right, I'm fast forward. I get down to her stomach, and it looked like somebody took 12 gauge shotgun and shot holes in her stomach. Like, what did I do? I'm ready to throw up. And I set up and down on the end of the bed, leaning on the end of the bed was a leg. I'm like, oh, oh. So I don't need, I already knew, like my mind, I knew that this chick ain't got no leg. But it's one of them things that I had to see it to believe it, right? So I roll back over and like I don't want to, but I lift the sheets up and like, oh, it was bad. This chick had one leg, holes in her stomach, one tooth sticking out that went outwards, 3 hairs on her head. I left. I ran. I got up. I was gone. I left her there. I don't know where I was. It took me about, I was driving around good 45 minutes before I realized that I'm 50 miles away from home and I'm circling around this patch of shit. Siri couldn't get no damn reception. I'm stuck. I couldn't find no reception. I couldn't find where I'm at. And finally, I got service. Siri located me back to Cornerville. I was gone, man. From this point on, I really, before I get in bed with a girl, like if one of you guys end up with me or something, and you see me like reaching up and tagging on your hair, or just like rubbing your leg or something, don't think that I'm getting frisky. Just I'm inspecting, and that's me doing my little inspection on. I got, I got to inspect you guys for here on out. If you gotta have all your parts, man, I got all mines. I ain't got no, there ain't no offense on handicap. Don't get me wrong, I ain't got nothing against it, but Warner Brothers, let me know, show me or something before we get down that road. Because when you surprise that shit on me, you're gonna get the same outcome as she did. Left wherever I left her at. But the next day I went to work. All my guys that I work with, I worked in the steel mill 12 years, and everybody that I worked with was at that party. Walking into work, I had laughing. I come out around the corner. My boss is cracking up, laughing, red face. I was like, damn, they all know. They all fucking know. I was so embarrassed that whole night. I'm welding and they're up there talking shit, cracking up. They even had a nickname for me and shit that I'm not going to tell you guys. It was bad. That was the worst night of my life when it comes to like a one night stand type of deal. Just meet this chick and she looked wonderfully great. She was beautiful that night. So the Cosmikaze said, that next morning when the Cosmikaze started wearing off and the parts started coming off, and still to this day, where was her damn teeth at? Because the chick had teeth that night and they were straight, and the gap in between, it's like they disappeared overnight. Like she turned into a pumpkin or some shit. It's like I really lived that real life shit. It's man, that's some crazy off the wall. That's a story that I probably never get to live down. It's all bad. It's That's why I quit drinking. I quit drinking for a long time after that. I definitely don't drink liquor because I always end up in places I don't want to end up in. So I'll drink weak shit like a wine cooler or Mike's Hard Lemonade or a tea or something like that. I'm not drinking nothing stupid. Nothing that stupid. I'm not done. Because every time I do, it's just like the first thing that walks through, I think is a beauty queen, and I end up wifing up on it. And at the end of the night, that's one thing that's man. Who's Wendy? I don't know. Did I say Wendy? Her name wasn't Wendy. I can't. I won't. I'll never give her name. I shouldn't even be talking shit on her. I'm really not that type of dude. But the circumstances and how she tricked me that night, she should have warned the brother that night. She should have told me she came in pieces. She like a transformer and shit, and she sound like a dude. She should have told me all that shit. She didn't tell me none of that. I had to find out the hard way. I woke up to that. So I said, uh, like I said, girls, if I end up with one of you guys, if I start like just give you a little jerk on your hair or I rub your leg a little bit too much, that's just me doing my inspection. I might even poke you in the teeth here and there or poke you in the mouth. Are them things in there? They real? What's going on? But that's that story, guys. That's what happened on that shit. Now hopefully she'll let me move on from that story. I definitely found out the hard way on that shit. Definitely, it was a bad night. That made me quit drinking. So I'm glad that, in a way, I'm glad I did have that night because I quit drinking from that night. I ain't really messed with liquor since. No hard liquor at all since that night. Even last New Year's, Fred was trying to get me jacked up. He kept giving me shot after shot. I'll take the shot off of him and set it over on the table. Like 2 hours into the night, there's a whole table full of shots. I ain't touched one of them. I just kept drinking my shit. I'm not at UPS. I'm at FedEx. I'm still there. That's one good thing that happened. There's a position coming, a full-time position I'm gonna jump on it. Hopefully I get it. There's 5 full-time positions open. If I get that, guys, I won't never have to worry about my bills again. But I'm just praying on that one. Hopefully I get it. Hopefully I'll get it. I'll let you guys know next week if I get that. It would definitely pick a girl before I drink. That was my number one downfall. That was my downfall. But it all happened like at the same time. We're out with a bunch of friends trying to waste time, trying to wait till 9 o'clock to make it to the party. So let's just stop over here, have a couple drinks. By then, shoot some pool. By then, it'll be time to go hit up the party. Well, while we're doing that, this chick on the other end of the bar is waving and winking and pretty much throwing it at me. So, being the gentleman that I am, I said I'm going down to talk to her, and it just I was an asshole for that. Dana, that's what if you read in the descriptions, Friday Night Live is pretty much designed to have fun, to get to know each other. It's not just about Bigfoot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am Bigfoot in and out 100%. That's my life. Bigfoot and going out to the woods is my life, and that's what I do, and that's what you'll see on every channel, every video that I post pre-recorded. But on this live stream, anything goes. We talk about whatever, not just Bigfoot, Slender Man, crazy looking chicks, crazy chicks. We talk about whatever's going on in life, whatever you guys want to talk about, we talk about it. Friday night's about having fun, about keeping it real, getting to know each other. You guys getting to know me and what I do and what I like to see and do, and my way of getting to know you guys on like a one-on-one basis, pretty much, or 1-on-1,000 basis, or whatever it may be. But this is what it's about, just to have fun, and we're gonna have fun, guys. You must be new to the group, Diane, but welcome. You'll have fun. Just hang out and see what we're about. Get to know the Bigfoot world. It's really a great community here. No drama. We pretty much are 99% drama free. You get your asshole every now and then, but for the most part, we got a good community going on here. Let's keep it that way. Was she into the hip hop lean? I don't know. Oh, that last chick I was with, man, that's just another thing. She was just like I can't be with a fake individual. I can't be with a fake individual. You hear from him in months, then all of a sudden he gonna come out with some bullshit like that. Where my moderators at? Cause your moderator's been slacking on the last couple. I talk about haters. I was wondering who my one hater was, and now I know. But I took care of the moderators. But like I said, fake people. We're back to fake people. I can't stand somebody to fake. Be yourself. Be you. Don't come at me. You're white. Don't come at me talking this thug gangster shit. I can't stand that. That's one thing. That's gonna push me away from you quick as shit. If you can't be yourself, don't come around me. Why you gotta be fake for? I don't understand that. Just I just don't never would understand the fake shit. That fake front. All these there's a lot of girls like that to come at you with that gangster talk, killer shit, and you can look at them and say that there's not a killing bone in their body. Just be yourself. Be you. Be who you want to be. That's the first time I seen it, Kim, but I took care of it. Some more sweet and kind. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that link. And that's all you gotta do. Just be yourself. But yeah, Money Mike, he's doing good. I just talked to him right before I went live. He called me like at 6:55. Dad, what you doing? I'm going live. What you mean? Why you calling me now? You're supposed to be getting ready for this live stream. But he wants to go out too. He's going stir crazy, sitting locked up in his house. He's ready to hit the woods too. So hopefully this shit's about over. Trump's talking about by Easter, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not I'm seeing the opposite of what he's saying. Thanks, Joyce. That means a lot. Midget girls make good friends. Rest your beer on her head. That's fucked up. Hey, Brian, man, you're something else. But I ain't nothing wrong with him. I think my one girlfriend, she was 4'9", Carrie. She was only 4'9", so she's borderline midget. She was flirting with the midget syndrome. Not till June. It's gonna be bad. I'm seeing military in the area. There's military. I passed military this morning coming home from work. So it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Trump saying by Easter, but I'm not seeing it. He's tightening up a little bit more and more as the weeks go on. So I'm not seeing it being over with by Easter. It might be over by August. That's come on, man. He needs 30 more days. End of May. I don't know when it's gonna be, but let's just take it as it comes, guys. I'm gonna be the woods are right here in my backyard, so I will be at least getting to up into the wallow and into the waterfall in that area. I know I can get there without having to worry about getting a fine because I just go through my parking lot. I'm into the woods and they have to catch me into the woods pretty much. But at the same time, I don't want to be out there catching shit. And I'm not really sure if this shit's airborne or I know for the most part it's person to person. So as long as I stay away from people at a range, I should be all right in the woods. Jack Black, not very many. Not very many. That's why I've been like pretty much talking in codes. I understand what you're saying and I know what's coming, but that's why I'm pretty much telling everybody to just be open minded, be aware, and get ready and take care. Be prepared for anything. I don't know what that means. But they say it will go away, but come back this fall. I wouldn't doubt it. Does anybody know anybody that has it while I'm thinking about it? Does anybody like know firsthand that somebody that has a case of it? Has anybody seen somebody with a case of it? Firsthand, do they know of a case or they just do you just know about what you're seeing on TV or the I don't know not one person and nobody that I talk to knows of anybody. I'm not saying it's not out there. But that's why I'm asking. Do any of you guys know of anybody that actually has it, or that is it wool being? You know what I mean? Just keep your eyes open. He worked in Texas. He got it. They won't give names. See, that's why I don't understand how that. There's a lot of uncertainty going on out there. That's why I say keep an open mind and pay attention to whatever comes. Take it as it comes and be ready for whatever comes. And that's kind of hard to do, especially when you don't really know what's coming at you or what's going on with the situation. Because you don't know, you can't believe the mainstream media. You can't really believe the government. So all you can do is take it as it comes. And that's saying it the best I can. To the people that lend money to. You lend me money, Gene? Or did you take my shit ransom for it? And then threaten to sell my shit because I couldn't come up with the money in time? Tell the whole story, not just pieces of the story. I can't stand when people do that shit. And that's why me and Gene had a falling out. Because whenever I was going through my down and out time when I was kind of flat on my face, Gene did come through, and I will give him that. But I took some of my equipment and I pawned it to him for $200 to pay my rent, right? A month later, I finally get caught up on everything. I'm finally doing good. He smacks me with a face with, come up with the 200 today or I'm selling your equipment. What the fuck? I just pay rent today. The day I pay rent, you're going to tell me you're selling my shit if I don't come up with your $200. So I pretty much took it as a loss and blocked him on Messenger, on my phone. I won't have no parts of that shit. Take my shit, stick it up your ass, and that's where the money went. Other than that, have a nice day, Gene. Over $1,000 worth of equipment for $200. That was jacked up. And I'm done talking about that. As you see, I'm sweating and it got me mad. You're lucky you're an old ass dude. I'm done talking about that shit, and it's not a place or the time for it. It's like I just got done saying, this shit's drama free. Ooh, I'm hot. Got me hot. But that was a love blow, and he gonna keep taking love blows. I don't go for that shit. That's one thing about Aries. Aries don't take bullshit. Cause I will come up and give it back to you. I will get back to you. Back to having fun. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah, you're right, Deb. Once you get on that karma wheel, it's a bitch to get off. That's why I try not to do no dumb shit like that to get on that karma wheel. Because once you're on that karma wheel, it is a bitch to get off. It's a bitch to get off. Puff puff pass. Nah, I'm not. It's bugler. Oh, I'm not, Kim. It's all good. It did piss me off for a minute. It's just thinking about how the situation went down, and now he's gonna come on here and try to act like I'm ripping him off $200 when all my equipment is pretty much gone over 200 fucking bucks. But at the same time, I got to keep my house, so take it and stick it. Bigfoot world, let's have some fun. Let's have some damn fun. Fred, he's supposed to be coming in. He's on his way in. I don't know what's going on. He got a ride coming in. And we're going to hit the woods this weekend. I'm not saying we're going to do it all nighter, but we're going to be out there for a while. Through the night and through that morning part of it. A cup of warm water with a tablespoon of salt if your throat starts to feel funny. Good idea. What's my next trip? Good. Thanks for changing the subject, real Clef. But my next trip, I want to get back up into Bigfoot's water up there where I just found. I want to get deeper into it. But the main thing, I want to check to see if he messed with that Mountain Dew and them suckers that I left up there for him. I want to sneak in on a different angle, like I was saying, come in from the top of the mountain crest instead of coming up in from the bottom where he can watch me come up the whole time. I want to come in already from the top on this other side and walk in at him so I can see him get up and take off. I know where he's going to be sitting at. I already got that whole situation mapped out. I want to creep in. That's what's up, Kim. But I want to creep in and try to get him walking away. I'm gonna be watching that certain spot and just see what happens. Oh, you're never gonna sneak up on him. He'll know that I'm coming, but I want to see him get up and take off once he catches me coming. Hopefully, we see each other around the same time. I could watch him take off the way that I come up. If I can keep the wind in my face, to where he can't smell me and shit, and I might have a chance. I might definitely have a chance, but we'll see how that turns out this weekend. I'm going to get up there and check that out. You think that white Bigfoot was the big daddy? No, he's not the alpha dude at all by any means. He's big. That white one is huge by any means. He's like what, almost 5 feet wide. He look like he's like a short, stocky linebacker type, and that's the first white one I've ever seen. But the alpha is a gigantic red one. He's huge, and what's weird, most of them in that tribe is all black. There's one white one, and that the two red ones, the big male red one is the alpha. He's huge. He got like a 21-inch footprint. When you see his footprint, it sends a fear through your body to see a foot that big. Could you imagine the size of the dude? I mean, he's very, very large. That's the one I never want to cross. I've seen him once at a far distance. He was watching down over a hill when his girl was behind him watching us as we was walking up around. He didn't even look at us once. He kept looking at something down over the bank while she was watching us. I got good 20 pictures as we were walking by, panicking, freaked. This thing was a monster. But the alpha is red, and his girlfriend is red. She's a lot thinner. You can actually see the red hair, but you can see her skin when she's standing there watching us. You can see her skin through the red hair. You can see that she's a female, everything, while she was standing there facing him, but watching over at us, and he's facing looking down over the bank as we're walking around. But them two, I know he's the alpha, and then she's with him. She's always with him, and the rest of them are all black, and then the white one in Bigfoot land. There's a good bit of them that's up there. That's all different ones. If you go onto my face, most of you are already on my Facebook page. But if you look at some of my pictures on my Facebook page, they're all on there from Bigfoot land. Most of the tribe I documented on there. Even the 4-foot little dude with the afro, he's on there. I mean, there's that tribe. Most people say that there's only like a couple in the tribe, 4, 6 in the tribe. In Bigfoot land, that's not the case. There's a lot of different ones. I documented at least 10, 11. They're all on my Facebook page, the whole tribe, different ones, old to young, even a newborn with his mom. I mean, in that tribe, there's more than 10, easy. There's more than 10 in that tribe. And I documented them all in that same area for years. On the last channel, I had so much more footage. I had a Bigfoot in a hole. The first time we found the maze, we had Fred look down inside that hole in the back of the maze, and that pine cone flew out at his face. I mean, that last channel before it got hacked, there was so much different footage of activity going on. That was I had a great channel going on, and of course that's why it got hacked. It was. I wish I could get some of that footage back. There's a lot of solid proof on there. Can't wait for it to turn green. Right, all those firm plants, prehistoric Jurassic Park. It does look like that out there. It does. Are you smoking it soon? No, I'm smoking some bugler. What jackass? You have ever heard about a guy that got yeah and got fed? I heard that story a little bit different than that, Jack Black. I mean, I heard about the old man that got taken in his sleeping bag when he was camping up there, and it carried him off for a few miles, kept him hostage for a few days. It kept him at like a mouth of a cave, and it was feeding him raw meat. I don't know. It's human. I don't really know about that much about it. There was a flash on there for some reason, but um, I don't know. I don't think I don't think it was feeding human. I think the way he got away, he gave him a pinch of tobacco. He told him to try some tobacco, and he put it and the Bigfoot took the tobacco and put it in his mouth and got sick on it. Started throwing it up and shit, and the dude made his break while the Bigfoot was there throwing up or some shit. It's like I only heard bits and pieces of the story, but it is like a local folklore type of story that, but it's like the Betty Knox story. I haven't seen that white Bigfoot since we was following. All of us was together following last winter. Last winter was the last time I seen the big white one. I think. Let me think. I seen him twice. I seen him when we was tracking the big footprints. We was following them through, and he was up on that rock face. We seen him up there, and then the other time when we was into the woods with Deb, we had a sighting. He jumped up and took off and jumped from one rock face to the next rock face, jumped off and ran, and then he hollered at us like he stumped his toe. It was cool as shit, and then he started throwing rocks at us. It was snuff, yeah, John. It is an old. It's like an old folklore story type, like Betty Knox. The story that happened to her in South America country may be dead now. I don't know. Hey, y'all need to be in your condition. Is that a good condition or a bad condition, Dorothy? Real Clef, I did get the silence when I stepped in the woods. That's how my wood. It's weird how it does that. Like before you go into the woods, you'll hear birds chirping, everything, crickets going on all around you, and then you start walking 50 feet, 100 feet into the wood line. Everything's done. Everything goes dead quiet, dead silent. It's like nothing alive is in that forest. It's weird. These woods have been weird lately. There's no sound whatsoever. I know that there's still wildlife out there. They're tearing up my game. But I know there's wildlife out there. It's just where everything's dead silent. No life, no birds, no nothing. It's eerie in a sense. That's when you know that they're around. When there's nothing around, Bigfoot can make sounds like bird. Oh, I know, Joyce. I know all about that. Especially coming out of that cave. I'm starting to pick up on some of their crow sounds. You can tell the difference between a real crow and a large 9 foot echo and Bigfoot crow. I mean, there's no Bigfoot that can, or no crow that can sound like that loud, echo it through the mountains. And it sounds like a crow on crack when he making them sounds. It's the woods behind my house. It's noisy out there until you go out for a walk. Right, Pat? That's how these woods are. It gets dead silent, nothing out there. We don't have Bigfoot in UK. See, I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. They said that there ain't no Bigfoot in Oklahoma, but they got the wood ape. That's basically the same creature, same animal, just different name. They don't want to call it Bigfoot because nobody believes that there's Bigfoot in Oklahoma, but they're seeing something out there, so they're classifying him as the wood ape. But it's every area got its own name for it, but it's the same thing. Thanks, Lizzie. Hey man, I see him. What I see out there a lot of the times, I can only wish I can get it on. There's so much that happens on the way out there that I can only wish I get it on film. Most of the shit does happen as I'm going out there when they're moving away from me or shooting across to get. I mean, there's so many sightings that happen getting out there before I even start filming. And that's why lately I started the behind the scenes. I want to start the behind the scenes from when I first get out the vehicle as I'm walking. I want to film it all and just leave that for the members to watch. So I don't have that individual going back out to them spots and following all them spots and compromising all my spots and all my years of research. They're going out there putting structures up and shit on, and I'm thinking it's them, it's the Bigfoot doing it, and here it's somebody else going up there doing their own thing. So I just been I just trying to be careful, but at the same time I'm gonna keep coming out with the behind the scenes, just not share the full route in to the places that I go to. Eastern Oklahoma in the hills. I lived in Oklahoma for a couple of years. It's mostly flat land out there. There's very few mountains out there. Hot in the summer. I seen it go to what, Mom? It was like 114 that summer. Like, freaking helicopters were going through, dumping water on people and shit. It gets hot out there. Your skin gets blisters on it and shit. It gets screeching hot, and it gets bad in the winter. 3 4 foot of snow in the winter time. Oklahoma it shows no mercy out there. It's a bad place. 132. Um, what was that, Mom? Was that See, I lived in Oklahoma and Colorado, and I keep getting the towns mixed. Fort Cobb, Oklahoma, because I wanted to say Platteville, but we lived in Platteville, Colorado. I want to say Platteville, Oklahoma, but we lived in Fort Cobb, Oklahoma, and Platteville, Colorado. It's a nice place. It's a nice place. It's unforgiving, man. It takes a lot to get used to them elements out there in Oklahoma. Colorado, that's my retirement spot. That's that's the most beautiful place on this planet, hands down. Colorado got some mysterious mountains, mystical mountains. I mean, there's some creatures out there. Even the regular basic wildlife is beautiful out there. Not to mention all the cryptics and all the other shit that's floating around out there. That's just a place I would love to get out there and check out. Definitely. Now PA is a good spot too. It's just once you live here your whole life and you're raised into this, it gets old after a while. Seeing the same shit over and over. People come around the world to come here. It's like Hawaii. The people that's native to Hawaii, they want to get out of there. They hate it. And on the other hand, we spend thousands, hundreds of thousands to take a trip there to stay there for a couple of weeks. It's the same sense here. Huge ass tornadoes. Yeah, yeah. Out in Oklahoma, it's mandatory. You had to have fallout shelters in the backyard. Them little bump, you go underground. They're little, what they call them, them little. Uh, they wasn't tornado shelters. Every time the fire alarm go off, we had to go out back into this underground little thing in cement vault type shit we had. It was weird. Well, it was a code. If the fire alarms like sirens went off and it never cut off. You know how they siren and then they go down and then they siren and then they go down. That means fire. Yeah, bunker. It's like a bunker, like a little mini 6-man bunker, whatever. But that's the fire code. If it goes up and then shuts off, then goes up, then shuts off. But the code for a tornado is it'll go on and it stays on for about 5 minutes. It don't shut off. And by the time that shit ends, that tornado's over top of you. You got to get straight in. You got minutes to get from your house into that bunker before that shit goes over top of you. We had a couple different crazy happenings. Man, we was me and my mom, all my brothers, sisters, we sat in the living room one night in Oklahoma, and we lived in like a brick house. The house was all brick, and we was my mom and them was on the couch. I was on the chair. Kids was on the floor watching. We was watching TV, and it was thundering and lightning outside. I never seen this before. The lightning, it came from one wall straight across out the other wall through the lamp past my mom. I never ever still to this day never seen it go this way. It went through the wall and out the other wall, lightning, and you could hear it inside the house, the thunder. I mean, it was terrifying. Still to this day, I'm terrified of lightning. It's crazy as shit. I thought it goes up and down. This shit was sideways, going through walls, in one wall, out the other wall. It was, man, that freaked me out. I just thought of that shit when we just talk about that. We watched a tornado go by many times. We did sitting out the window watching it roll past, watching it go right on out through the desert. A couple of times, everything got black. You couldn't see. You could put your hand in front of your face, and you couldn't even see it. It was so black out there as it was coming through, as it was going around us and shit. We've been close to a couple different tornadoes now that I think about it. I mean, they was right there in our yard. We're looking out the window, and we had a couple crazy ones. And I don't even. It's weird how now. Look at me. I'm a Bigfoot researcher, going out looking for Bigfoot. It's like I was born for this shit. I had experiences with lightning when I could hear nothing after for 2 hours. It was loud when that shit did that. Right inside the house. It's like it was thunder and lightning outside, but inside the house. The weather's amazing. Remember when it came on the way to school that time? When we was on our way to school, you was walking us to school. We had some crazy experiences growing up. Crazy. Dean, what's going on, Dean? I done lit this one cigarette like 40 damn times. I don't know what's up with this. How old was I? I was about, damn. I want to say like 16, 15, 16. We lived there. We did. We hit 100 likes. Thumbs up. That's what's up. Good shit. Got them 3 down. That's cool. Could we get one more down? I ain't no hater. I ain't shit. I'll take them either way I get them. I don't know if y'all tell me. Yeah, you're right, Nat Love. They do. Most houses do got that lightning rod. It comes down onto the top of the roof and it comes down and down into the ground and shit. But this didn't come up and down. It came through the wall and out the other wall. It came like parallel. I never seen lightning parallel like that before. That shit came in crazy parallel. Big bolt of lightning shot right through the cement, through the living room, out the other wall, right through the lamp too. It wiped the lamp out on the way through. It took the lamp. I mean, that it's still to this day I get terrified when lightning comes. I think about that night. I know what it can do, what it's capable of doing. Mother Nature she can be unforgiving at times, and she wants to, that's crazy. Depending on what part of the world you live in, on how it intensifies. With all the times I saw Bigfoot before you were born, no wonder you became interested in the hunt. Yeah, that's gonna be my thing. Probably till the day I die. I'm gonna die out in the field looking for his ass. Hopefully not by him. I think I built up a pretty good relationship with the Bigfoot land, the tribe in Bigfoot land over these last 5 years. I feel pretty comfortable with them, and it's like I feel like it's a mutual thing. They've been showing me back, gifting, leaving gifts. The stuffed animals they left me out there. I mean, they're showing their signs that they're accepting me slowly, but the one that I really need to accept me is the one that I'll never want to cross, and that's the alpha dude. They're not going to accept me in until he accepts me in, and I only had one run in with him. It was a distance, and he didn't give two F's about us. And that even made it more scarier that he didn't even care that we was walking up past him. He was looking down over the hill. His girl was worried about us. She was watching us the whole way up around, but he was watching down over the hill with something else. So he didn't even care that we was there, and that's scary in itself. Because the Sasquatch just don't act like that. They're aware of you. They'll watch you the whole time you're passing. They'll follow you in. They'll follow you out. This dude didn't care. He could care less. He just like, yeah, whatever, and just kept watching down over the mountainside. He didn't even care that we was there. Then that's scary in itself. I just don't want to cross him yet. I'm not ready for him yet. Chris. No, they know me now. They've been doing so much shit to me that it's becoming more like a game. Like when I left my camera out there, the first time he put his finger, you can hear him coming up behind the camera. He puts his green finger up in front of it, moves it around. So I go back out and I do it. That was weird. Something just popped up in the corner of the screen. I seen it as I was talking, but damn, that just threw me off. Whatever popped up in the corner, I lost all train of thought. See, I don't know, Fernando. That's not the really. I don't think that's the case with this tribe. He don't get into much altercations. It don't seem like it don't seem like this tribe is. They're not violent whatsoever. There's not. They're totally different from Sheila's world to the Bigfoot world. They're now Sheila's world. They come down. They'll hang out. They'll talk to you. They'll throw rocks at you. They'll throw rocks at your boat. Try to boulders at your boat. Try to sink it. They're not as scared of you. We were shooting AR-15s off, and they're still standing there watching us. They're not as scared of nothing. To where over Bigfoot land, I brought a gunman out there. I brought Dustin out there with us for that overnighter. We didn't have a sound all night. And then the very next weekend, I said, let's just leave Dustin at home. Let's not bring no guns, no weapons whatsoever. Let's see what happens. All night long, they was at the tent. They put their hand on the tent on Mike's head, down in and touch Mike's head. They know when you have guns and when you don't, and they're coming up on us. They left going down the slog. They left X's the whole way down it. I mean, they do some crazy shit, and they're getting closer and closer every time we go out there. It just I ain't been able to get out there lately. So it's like I'm fighting this invisible energy that just it's all bad. I'll get out there. I'll get out there. But you're right, Patty. They're very, very smart creatures. maybe even smarter than us in some sense. Hands down, they are without a doubt. When it comes to their surviving, their survival skills is through the roof. Now we're so dependent on going to Walmart and getting our meats and all our foods. We 90% of us can't go out. If the like right now with this lockdown going on, the stores, the trucks get shut down and they can't deliver the shit and shit goes bad with the stores, you guys are gonna have to go out and fend for yourself. 90% of you ain't gonna be able to fend for yourself. For one, a lot of this wildlife is diseased and so on edibles is bad. You got to know what to eat and what not to eat, and at the same time, you know what I'm saying with it to where the Bigfoot, they're ready. They know what they're doing. They've been surviving long before us the right way. They're not dependent on the government or no store to have the shit ready, or they're going to survive. A lot of us are going to get wiped out if some dumb shit like that happens. So they on a lot of aspects, they're way smarter than us. They will survive. We got to work to survive. We got to build heat, roofs, all that shit. They just go out, throw some pine branches down and make a bed and call it a night. That's living in the world. That's being at one with nature. We're not one with nature at all. We're destroying this planet, if anything. All these paved roads and shit, that's not living with nature. Living with one with nature. You're living one with yourself by putting that road out there so you can drive on it. I mean, that's just how I am. If it was me, I'd go back to the horseback days where we ain't doing all this dumb shit. Be out on a farm somewhere, fending for yourself. If I had my way. Right, start a garden, start fending for yourself. Then you know what you're growing. You know it ain't no genetic modified bullshit out there. You go out and try to buy a tomato. Try to find a damn watermelon with seeds. You're not going to do it. Everything's so genetically modified. It's sad. It's sad. I've been looking for a watermelon with seeds forever. You can't do it. There's next to instinct. It just and then the watermelon with seeds, the genetically watered down shit. It tastes like water. That's not. It don't have no watermelon taste at all. It's not even sweet. So it's like they're just making a clone with no taste. They messed that up. Thanks, government. Could you put some flavor back into this shit? But if you can find some watermelon seeds, let me know. I'll plant the shit out of them. You can't find no watermelon with seeds, and them are the only watermelon that actually tastes like a watermelon, the real watermelon. You just can't find them no more. Even the tomatoes don't taste like tomatoes anymore. It's all everything's genetically modified and jacked with. It's that's not cool in my book. And then they switching everything to soybean. Is what's the world coming to? It's changed. The world changed. I don't know if it's good or for the bad, but the world definitely changing. I watched it firsthand change. I've been sitting back just watching shit, and it's a whole different world from when I grew up. Definitely is. I know. I seen that, Mom. I went to Walmart a little bit ago to get some bugler and shit. I know to cash my check this morning. I went to cash my check, get some bugler. And I always go into the left part of Walmart, the left side of Walmart. There's the right side is the grocery side. The left side is like the clothes and the electronics and all that shit. Or I go to the left side into the doors. They had that side all locked up. I mean, boarded up. What the fuck? Are they closed? Are we on lockdown? When is this shit starting? They lock Walmart down? That's just something they don't do. And then I seen the little tiny sign that says use the door by the groceries. So then I had to walk a whole way down the other end of the side of Walmart to just go in, come back up in to this side, the customer service, then walk all the way back out, come out, come back up to get to my car. It's like, damn, all this just to cash my damn check. The shit's hitting the fan. Shit's going bad. We're in mushroom season now. See, that's one thing I definitely don't mess with. I had a bad experience with that shit. You don't. There's so many mushrooms out there that look almost identically the same. One will fill your stomach. The other one will leave you shit out of luck, laying out there somewhere. It's man, them the mushrooms are just they're too they're too tricky. My uncle Joe showed me the one good way to know the difference between them is to look up underneath of them and the fins of them. If you see bugs in the fins of the mushroom, it's a good mushroom. You can take it home and clean it and eat it. If you take it and you flip it over and there's no bugs up in that fin of it, that means it's highly poisonous and I shouldn't even be touching it. Who created the COVID-19? I'm not doing that, Pat. Trust me, at this point in time, the government does not want you talking about that. YouTube does not want us talking about that. Let's just keep our ears and eyes open and not talk about it. Just sit back and watch and be ready for whatever. Um, who said who and Bill? What? Kim? I don't know what you guys are talking about. You're just trying to get me talking about some shit that's gonna get me have these black cars show back up at my back of the house again. I gotta be on my P's and Q's, guys. Gotta watch what we do. Are we having fun yet? I'm trying to, Lord. It's just one of them nights, you know. Bigfoot is going to inherit the earth. He deserves it. He deserves it. My personal opinion, I think we as humans right now we're like a flea on a dog on this earth, and I think it's only a matter of time before she shakes us off. She going to shake us off if we keep doing what we're doing, from the fracking to the cutting the trees down, all the minerals and everything that we need to survive on this place. We're taking it for granted pretty much, and we're going pretty much going to do what we did to Mars, and we're going to turn Earth into Mars if we keep going down the same road that we're on. Has been here since Earth was created. I think so too. I have a couple different thoughts on that. I mean, there's a couple different things with it that like coincides with Bigfoot and humans. Maybe they're our missing link. Maybe that's why they're keeping them a secret like they are. Maybe that's the Sasquatch is the mother side of us. Maybe there was another dad father side of us that came down, tampered with them, made a couple whatever, and it came out with us. Took their DNA, took the Sasquatch DNA, and came up with us. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple different scenarios that you can go with that. Maybe that we was here with them side by side all along. Maybe they was already here when we was brought here or whatever. It's we won't know. We'll never know. I'm sure the government knows. The cranking is poisoning all growing plants. How is Fred? He's good actually. He's doing real good right now. He's been working, building houses and shit until this Corona shit landed. Now he's just like everybody else, going stir crazy, locked up in the house, can't do shit, can't go nowhere. Self quarantine. Well, it's not self quarantine anymore. It's mandatory lockdown on it now. Thanks, Pat. My sister is in heaven as a Bigfoot 4 feet shorter. I think they was already here too. I mean, there's footprints in the mountains where we're walking side by side. I wouldn't say side by side, but where they're walking through, there's humans walking through with it. Got me a sandwich. You know what? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me pour a cup of coffee real quick. Matter of fact, give me 5 seconds because I know a couple of you a-holes are counting. My bad. It was 10 seconds. Take me to court. I knew you were counting. But it is what it is. I'm back, guys. And another thing, one thing about non-believers, I'd rather take a non-believer out into the woods, someone that like fully skeptic. I would love to get a couple of them and take them out into the woods. Because the ones that don't believe is the ones that don't go to the woods. They sit on the couch and just there ain't no Bigfoot out there. Go out to the woods and see. Go look for yourself. Go out there. Just take a hike off trail. Leave the trail for a change. Go to the woods that you even know and walk through them. Tell me what's going on out there. Tell me who's doing that shit out there. That's what I tell them. I'll take them with me, take them out to the forest. And hey, what did that? How in the hell did them 6 trees, get up on top of that boulder like that, crisscrossing like a star up there? Who put them thousands of pound trees up there and just left them lay up there? Why would a human do that? They can't come up with an answer. They come to a point to where there is something out here. I mean, all you got to do is just get them to go out to the woods. They'll change them every time. Twisted tree breaks, all that shit. Big boulders 6 feet up in the tree, stuck wedged up in there. I mean, little shit like that. They gotta say something's in here. Something doing this. A bear ain't going to do that. A deer's not going to put the shit up there. I mean, what could possibly lift a 50, 60 pound boulder up and stick it up 6 feet into a tree? It's not unheard of. It's easy. It's easy to get a non-believer. If you can get the non-believer out into the woods, I'll turn him into a believer in one day. And one day, coming your way, Pat G. All in time, you will find out. You will have no choice but to live off the. Right, Joyce? You're right about that. What's 8 foot naked hairy guy doing hiding in the bush? Hey, be safe out there, guys. Don't go to the woods by yourself, especially if you're a female. I seen how that one acted with Jess out there coming out that hole. It's not good. He wanted her. I mean, she was on her cycle out there, and that's a no too. That's against my rules. Don't ever take a female out there when she's on her cycle. And that goes for any animals. A deer, a buck will come out and jack you up, come up, stand up, and beat the shit out you. I mean, it gets bad. The animals smell that shit for miles, and they'll come after it. Now, when she came up to the top of that hole, she was facing me, and I'm telling her some of the stories that me and Fred went through in that hole. He's standing down there looking up at her. I'm filming everything, but I'm looking at her. I'm not looking at that hole. I'm talking to her, and this thing's coming up out, just hey, looking at her ass and shit while she facing me. She had her back to the hole. He's looking up at her ass like he knows he about to take her. He about to rip her down in. But hey, just don't if it's that time, don't take her down there. Don't take her out there, and that's like a hard lesson learned because they could have went bad. He came clean up out the hole. He as we was walking away, he was coming further out, like watching us. That wasn't safe. It could have went so wrong in so many ways. Not with just a Bigfoot. Any animal could have snatched her up. And then me, like a dumbass, I left her a half a mile back because she want to keep sitting down and talking while I'm filming and walking. So I just said, all right, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. You just catch up. I shouldn't have did that. After Mike, after when they about try to take Mike, I was I made that rule: never leave by yourself, never leave anybody by themselves out there because they will come down. They try to come down and take Mike. Two big males try to come down and take Mike. I had it on film. I sent it to WBFRO, and they said it was bears throwing rocks. Bears pushed a tree over at us, on us almost 10 feet from us. Pushed a tree right down. We stuck right in with them, and we're in the center of them. They was around us, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's the same tribe that I'm messing with now over here at the waterfall and the Bigfoot Wallow. That's the same tribe over on like a half a mile around that same mountain. It happened with Mike. They come down, they pushed a tree over at us. I walked over to where the root ball was, and I told Mike, "Stay here. Let me go see what the hell pushed that tree over." And as I'm walking and I'm filming everything to see what it was, I'm hearing rustling back behind me, and I'm thinking that it's Mike playing with twigs and shit, stepping on twigs. So I keep on walking back to see what pushed that tree over, see if I can catch it on film. And as I look back, I see Mike standing there watching me, and then I heard the cracking behind him. And then I look up the hill, I see him coming down. I started running back at Mike. Mike, get down. That's for you. Get down. Just screaming. I panicked. I freaked. I just kept running at him, and they stopped. From me hollering at Mike, to telling him to get down, that's for him. They stopped. They stopped dead about 20 feet from him and went to the left back towards the female that we ran into in the beginning. It was a nightmare. And then that was that day. Ever since that happened, I'll never leave my kid by herself ever. I watched them come down at him. They was coming at him, and I still to this day don't know what really actually made them change their mind and stop and go the other direction. Was it because I was running at Mike hollering? Because I wasn't really realistically, I wasn't stopping them from taking Mike. As big as them two dudes was, I wasn't stopping them. If they wanted him, they could just push me out the way and walk off with him. But for me running at him and hollering, Mike, stop, get down. They stopped dead and they went across. They cut to the left. And I grabbed Mike. I was like, dude, I'm never leaving you again. And we got out of there. I went, it was about 7 months, 6, 7 months went past. This fear set in. I didn't even go back there. I didn't even go back to that area. About 6, 7 months went by. I said, hell, well, let's just go check that area out, see what's going on, see what changed out there. And we went out there, and what they did was after I turned it in to that alphabetical group, I went back out there. That whole mountainside on that side, they cut all the trees and left them lay. They just cut them and laid them down. Never took the lumber, never used the lumber. They just cut that whole mountainside, big square going across that mountainside. It just cut the lumber and left it lay. Exactly the spot where they come down to take Mike. That's their way of controlling them. I don't know, but that's what happened. But that's what I'm saying. I learned that day, never leave anybody by themselves standing in the woods while you go check anything out. Go together. If you can't go together, don't even check it out. Don't tell nobody to wait here while I go do this, because chances are when you come back, that person might not be standing there when you get back. They were coming down after Mike. He meant business when he was coming. They was straight coming at him. It scared the life out of me. I thought I lost my kid. Like I almost really effed up. Sasquatch and Mega. It's been a while since I seen you, man. I understand fully. We've been on messed up out and out lately. We've been barely hanging on, but we still here. We ain't over yet. We still gonna be doing us. I don't know, Geneva, but there was one other incident that they did that too. And now it's well known sighting, it's well documented. The sighting of Jamonsville. The lady was leaving uh the casino up there on the mountain. She was leaving, I guess she worked there at the casino. She was leaving there going through Jamonsville Mountain, and a Bigfoot ran out into the road, ran over her. Now, Jamonsville is like a national historic site. It's a war zone, just like Gettysburg. You don't mess with it. You can't go on there cutting them trees down. You can't go on there camping out like you want to. It's a national historic ground. It's sacred ground. All right. With that being said, uh, you can Google this up. The Jamonville sighting. The lady just got off work. It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. She coming through Jamonville Mountain, and the Bigfoot comes down off the hill, runs out to the road, and she smashes it. She hits it. It jumps up and runs off. She calls the police. They don't do nothing. They pretty much they called the game commission. They called the alphabetical group. They came in and they documented it. They actually put it up on their website. It's all over the internet. But what was it? About 2-3 weeks later, that whole mountainside above the road where it happened at, they cut the whole Jamonville mountainside down. They cut the trees down, left them lay. I wanted to go up and document that up there, what they did, and tell that story as I'm walking through there with all the trees laid down. I still might do that. But it seemed like that's their way to cover them up, is the area that the shit happened in. They'll cut that whole mountain down and just leave it lay. Now that's a national historic site that they're doing that to cover our friendly beast up, pretty much. Damn, I got that corona. I can't say that. I just got a dry throat from talking, guys. I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I said it first, Nate. But I can't keep joking about that corona because I'm gonna mess around and jinx myself and catch the shit. It's all good, Sharon. By the way, do you still have the same PO box? Yeah, PO. Yep, PO box 72, Mount Brady. Just hit me up on Messenger. I'll send it to you if you need it. Quit smoking. That's my only sanity. Man, real Clef, I would done lost my damn mind if I didn't smoke. Believe me. With everything going on in life, trust me, I done went crazy. Thanks, Real Clef, for posting that address. Good job. Yeah, I always do cough like that. But I've been smoking forever. I definitely got to quit, and I wish I could quit. It's nice and quiet in that. Oh, I got it, Nate. I see what you're saying now. Damn. Bigfoot don't catch it. I don't know what they catch. I know they're going to mess around and catch me. I'm going to be out there soon. Thanks, Kim. I've been trying, man. But with the job I got, man, I'm going out there messing with boxes all over the world, getting shipped all over the world. So I'm taking chances without a doubt. I should be getting double hazmat pay out there, but you gotta take what you can get to stay alive. You gotta stay alive. But I wear gloves every hour on the hour. I go wash my hands off, come back out, put my gloves on. I do take precautions at work. Don't think I don't. We have to. We have some stuff in place to be safe with it. Bigfoot's natural social distancing. They're kings of staying, keeping that distance, and they're kings of coming up close too, without you even knowing it. They'll be right on top of you, reach out and touch you, and you won't even listen. I walked past one, leaned up against a rock, and as I'm filming, walking past him, he's showing his teeth and everything. Within, I say a foot, I walked a foot past him. He didn't even flinch. He showed as I'm walking past him on film. He's showing his teeth at me, like he want to just reach out and bite my face off. There's the feeling that I got, but I didn't even see it. There's the scary thing about it until I watched the video, and as I'm watching, is the mouth opens up and his teeth like. He watching me. The only thing turning is his head, and you see his lip curl up, and he watching me walk past. And I don't see none of that shit. That's what's weird. They're stealthy. They're very stealthy. You will not see them if they don't move. That's even a deer. The deer out in the forest, you will not see his ass until he moves his head, moves his tail up in the air or something, or takes off through. That's the only time you'll see him. If they stand there in that forest, you're not seeing them. You're not seeing it at all. The deer or the Sasquatch. As long as they're standing still, there's just too much for the human eye to see in that forest at any given time, like around you. And one person taught me years ago that if you take your hands like this, like a binocular, and just scan pieces of it as you're going through, you got a better chance. But if you're trying to take the whole picture in at one glance, you're never going to find that. You're never going to see nothing. That's why I try to pay a lot of attention to the camera, look through the lens of the camera, and then you're pretty much breaking down certain areas. You're only looking at certain parts of that forest instead of the whole thing. It's just so much to look at, and they'll be standing right beside you. You wouldn't even know it because you're looking at all this other shit going on around you. It's hard to pinpoint a Sasquatch until he moves. You got to get him to take off before you'll actually catch him. Thanks, Sharon. I don't know, Chris. I haven't. It's been at least 9 months since I heard from Sheila. Second being, you can't show that to us there. Oh, I got you. You know what? I think while I'm on this lockdown shit, in between sneaking out to the wallow and all that good stuff, I think I'm gonna start like going through some of the videos and pulling out different clips and putting together some stuff showing you a lot of stuff that you guys missed, some of the stuff that went on. That because a lot of times I'll just put the video up and just let you guys watch it as it is, and maybe I should go back on some of them videos and pull out, like when I pulled out that Bigfoot structure out of the ground and it said you're sick, and that demonic voice, or the girl at the waterfall in Sheila's world saying hurry up, get in here, they're coming, Jonas is coming. It just a lot of crazy shit happened throughout, even on this channel here, the second channel. A lot of stuff happened out there. I think I'm gonna start doing like going through taking clips and putting some stuff together, showing you guys, explaining to you what video it came from, timestamp and what happened, and then move on to the next clip, sort of thing. Yeah, you're right, Nate. I'm definitely gonna reach out sometime this week, see what's going on, see if she's still mad at me. Sheila, I can't call her. I'm either message her. I don't got her number. The iron, the crack of the rock. I definitely think they're underground. They're without a shadow of a doubt. They're underground. There's no doubt about that. Mainly, especially through the winter months, they're underground. Without a doubt, shadow of a doubt, they're in the nooks and cracks of the ground. They'll go under there and build little shelters under there. They're definitely underground. Any checkpoints? Yeah, yep. I missed one yesterday. As I was coming through, they was pulling out, breaking up. They left me go through without any stop. But as I was getting to it, the cars that was coming past, they was flashing their lights, letting me know that something was setting up there. But as I was coming around the turn, they was all setting their lights on. They was pulling out, coming at me, coming past me. They were just ending that checkpoint. So I like seconds. I lucked out within seconds. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely do. I definitely want to. I'm definitely going to check her out, see what's going on. I'll give you guys an update on it next Friday or my next video, whichever comes first. Checkpoints at every state line. Yeah, definitely. That's going to suck too. Figured that out a year ago. You're probably right, Pat. Colorado Bigfoot, he knows his shit. He's a good researcher out there in the field. We need more people out there like him. Tim about Sheila. Right, Kim? But be nice. Yep, Chris, it's just like that. But they're checking for we're not supposed to be on the street. If you ain't got the card that's saying that you're exempt from this shit and you gotta get to work, whether it's medically or see the only reason that I'm exempt is I work for FedEx and FedEx supplies all the hospitals in the area. So we gotta be at work. We gotta keep everything supplied, keep everything moving. You got a letter. Yeah, I definitely do. That's what I was just thinking about. I'm gonna have to end this here a little bit. Here soon. But for Lowe's, they gotta stay open. They need the supplies. You're right, Mom. Everybody got it. Everybody's like that. Once they get good at something, it seems like once they think they're professional at what they do, they get a little attitude, go with it. I'm gonna try to stay the same old me, no matter what. No matter how much I think I know, I think I'm still gonna be me. I just been through so much throughout life. You learn to be humble as old as you get, and through the trials and tribulations of life, it really teaches you to be humble. And I'll always be me. Does he really? I'm not gonna get into that conversation with you guys. I'm not one for bashing anybody because at the end of the day, he's still getting out there. He's still filming. He's still putting out evidence. He's still putting out evidence, even though people might think that they're the cock of the walk and they know everything. He's still doing it. He's like most researchers. They're still out there. They're still doing their thing. They're still showing us what we want to see, and that's as long as he's doing his job. Hey, talking much shit as you want. I just turn the volume off. It don't matter to me. Keep on walking. Oh damn. There you go, Brian. Yeah, right, Dean. That's basically it too. That's me. You treat people accordingly, and that's as good as it gets right there. What about the 5 states that are not following the stay-at-home declaration? I don't know how many states. I think nah, that's not true. I think all the way across the United States, all 50 states is we're locked down. We're on lockdown right now. It's mandatory stay at home. It was states here and there, but now it's all across. It's everywhere. All right, Dorsey, you're not the only one heading out, Dorothy. I'm about to take my ass to bed too. I gotta be at work in a couple hours. But guys, just know that this weekend, me and Fred is going to get something coming out for you guys. I got something planned. I want to get out there and check the wallow. So we will be going out there. I will be out there. Fred will be with me. And that's about it for now, guys. Stay safe out there, please. If you do anything else, make sure you stay safe. They're not following it. That sucks. But I do appreciate tonight, guys. You got me out of the dumps. I was feeling a little bit down in the beginning, but you guys, I'm doing good. I'm all right. I've been happy lately. You too, Annette. And quit being pissy on Messenger. Everybody want to cuss me out on Messenger. Just know that there's a lot of shit going on in life right now. You guys been watching from day one, and thanks for backing me up on 90% of this shit. I'm getting through it. I'm pretty much through it. I'm all right now. I feel safe and secure pretty much. But with that being said, guys, thanks for being part of the real world, Bigfoot world. Good night, guys. Nate, Chris, Mom, Annette, Real Clef Mama, all you guys, you be safe out there for sure. One other thing before I think about it, I'm gonna put in the links in the description below if you guys want to help a brother out and hit the PayPal. I'll leave the PayPal link down there. Times are hard right now. I ain't gonna lie. So if you're in a position to help a brother out and you want to help a brother out, hit the PayPal up, or if you want to do the Messenger thing, just hit me up on Messenger, and every little bit helps, and I appreciate it. But until then, guys, I'm going to get out of here, take my ass to bed, and get ready for work. Stay tuned for the next crazy ass adventure. And thanks for the good night tonight, guys. I had fun. That definitely means a lot. But stay tuned for the next one, Bigfoot World.